setup I use for algo trading is Tradetron. Tradetron is a marketplace which allows people to create and deploy algo strategies. It is not necessary that an individual needs to know Python or any other computer language to build a strategy. However, they do have that option. Tradetron has its own condition builder, which is pretty easy to use. Not everyone is familiar with technical analysis, Greeks, or any other set of rules to create the algo. And if you are one of them, you could create an account on Tradetron, choose from the various strategies listed on Marketplace, subscribe that strategy and simply deploy. There are a lot of creators and over 400 strategies listed on Tradetron Marketplace. Fortunately, last month, one of my strategy ranked 7th in terms of ROI for that month. Nifty frontrunner with over 135% return in the month of Feb. Before taking you through the signing up process on Tradetron and connecting your broker to the Tradetron via API, let me just explain how API works. API is the acronym for Application Programming Interface, which is a software intermediary that allows two applications to talk to each other. So basically what API does is connects Tradetron to your broker's account. Tradetron checks the condition constantly, and once the conditions are met, it communicates with the broker. And the order is placed on your broker's account, which sends the order to the exchange, and that's how your trade gets executed. It took me more than 30 seconds to explain this, but trust me, it takes less than a second to execute hundreds of orders. I personally recommend Alice Blue as a broker since I've been using it for more than 2 years and I haven't had a single issue with the API or with the broker. Now let's open Tradetron and go to the sign up page. The link has been given in the description below. Once you fill all the details, you need to add the broker. Click on your account name on the top right corner. You will get an option, Broker and Exchange. Click that. Now click on Add Broker. Select the broker. For now I'm using Alice Blue. Put your client ID. Put X on client secret and token. And now save. To make it fully automated, you first need to select a plan. You can click the dashboard, go to the pricing and check which one you want. You can select the free option, but it's not fully automated and you're allowed just one strategy. And since it's not fully automated, I will not recommend you to go for that plan. Go for 300 if you just want to deploy one strategy and 1200 if you want to deploy up to 5 strategies. Paper trading is free on all the plans. Once you have selected a plan, you need to click on Broker and Exchange. Now click on Edit. You will have an auto login option now. Fill in your user ID, password and 2FA. In case of Alice Blue, 2FA is your year of birth. And finally, you just need to click this link for the authorization. Now let me show you the strategies I've created on Tradetron and the strategies I use for one of my accounts with a capital of 25 lakhs. PNL of which I post on my Twitter and Telegram handle end of every trading session. If you're not following yet, then please check the link on the description below. All the strategies I've created have been backtested for over 3 years and live traded for over a year now. I have about 15 strategies on Marketplace, 13 of which are intraday and 2 are positional. Today I'm going to talk about 5 of my strategies. Once you click on this, you will see the backtest result for the last 2 years and other details like minimum capital required, maximum daily loss, target, etc. So if you had invested 3 lakhs in Unicorn, that's the minimum capital required to deploy this strategy. In January 2020, you would have made around 7.4 lakhs in December 2021, which is about 246% in 2 years. The trade will be taken anytime after 9:15 AM and all the positions will be square off before 3:10 PM. Capital required is 3 lakhs approx on 1x, but I suggest you keep an extra buffer of about 30 to 40k for the drawdowns and increase in margin by exchange to avoid errors. It has a daily stop loss of 6,000 on 1x and the target is unlimited. Based on various conditions, this strategy sells 4 lots call and 4 lots put of Bank Nifty options and buys out of money calls and puts 4 lots each for margin benefit. Risk is moderate since the positions are hedged. The strategy went live on September end. It's been profitable every month till now. I do have it deployed on my personal account, so let me just show you the live results. Next is Shark and Racer. Both take same number of trades as Unicorn and similar capital required with obviously different preset conditions. Here are the backtest results of Shark and Racer, and both have been profitable since it went live on marketplace. So all the above strategies I spoke about has a one-time entry. But now the strategy I'm going to talk about has multiple entries, which means either the stop loss or the target is met. It will reactivate itself to take trades after a few minutes. So it could take anything between 1 to 5 or even more trades on a single day. The returns till date has been decent, and even the backtest results of the last 2 years are great. The positions are hedged, so therefore the risk is low. The rest of the details you could find it in the description. So lastly, I'm going to talk about a strategy which is the only buying option strategy I have created, and it is an always in trade strategy. Since it's a positional option buying strategy, the risk and reward both are extremely high. In 10 months, it has given over 400% return. But if you plan to deploy this strategy, I suggest you first make peace with the amount you're ready to lose on this strategy and keep it running for a quarter at least. 1 month performance is not good enough to judge any strategy. Based on various technical indicators, it buys in the money call or put Nifty monthly options. Number of trades taken in a month are extremely low, around 40 trades on an average. Here are the backtest result for the last 2 years. So this strategy can definitely be part of your portfolio, but you cannot put everything on this strategy due to the risk involved. Currently, there's a 10% profit sharing on all my strategies. Before deploying, you can paper trade for few weeks or months, and once you're completely satisfied, then only go ahead and deploy it live. Once deployed, I request y'all not to manually exit. Let the algo do its job. Stick to the algo for at least a quarter. It is possible that an algo might not perform on one specific month, but 1 quarter is decent enough time period to judge the algo. So now let me explain you why you need to deploy any strategy for a quarter at least. So let's take Cash Cow Nifty Front Runner for example. Minimum capital required for the strategy is 25k on 1x. This strategy went live on marketplace 12 months ago. So if you had subscribed and deployed this strategy in the month of June, you would be at a loss of around 26,000. And normally people would unsubscribe the strategy by the end of the month. But if you would have waited till a quarter and then continued till date, you would be at a profit of over 400%. The profits and losses are extremely high, like I mentioned earlier, and only a small portion of your capital can be deployed on this strategy, and not everything. Rest all the other strategies are options writing, so the drawdowns are not huge and the risk is too low. Now let's take another example. This is the backtest of Cash Cow Unicorn. Let's take the worst case scenario. Say you entered in the month of April where the loss was 41k. That was the maximum loss this strategy gave in 2 years. And the next month, it was again at a loss of 9k. By this time, normally people run away and deploy another strategy which was profitable last month. One thing a trader needs to understand, that not every month a strategy will be profitable. It is possible that out of 12 months, 3 or maybe 4 months, it ends up in red, which is at a loss. But that's okay. You just have to stick to it religiously. And if you would have just stayed on, then you would have been profitable with good returns in few months. Not a single year this strategy was negative. In fact, the returns were over 100% in 2020 and in 2021. Last example is a strategy which has been profitable every month since 2 years. The returns are even great, but that doesn't make this the best strategy out there. And I wouldn't go and put all my money on one strategy. It has been performing for the past 2 years. That doesn't guarantee that it will perform every month in future. It definitely is a good strategy and I have it in my portfolio. But I never put all my money on one particular strategy. I go for minimum 3 and maximum 4 strategies. All the strategies I spoke about are part of my portfolio. Only if y'all can follow these simple rules, subscribe to my Algo. The link to open an account with Tradetron and Alice Blue has been given on the description below.